I-9 compliance can be complicated, so you really have to develop a full-blown program at your company. And that means training the I-9 preparers in the rules and regulations surrounding the I-9, making sure that there are procedures in place on the day of hire to make sure that the I-9 function is being taken care of in the right amount of time. A couple things to watch out for in terms of the rules and standards. The deadlines are these. You have to make sure that you complete Part 1, Section 1 of the I-9, which is the section that the employee completes on the first day of employment. That's not the date of hire, but the actual first day that the employee starts doing work at your company. A lot of people have the misconception that you can start the process within 3 days of the start date, but it's actually the first day that it's got to start, and that's completing Section 1. Section 3 can then be completed within 3 days of the start date, and that's the part where the employer fills out Section 1 and actually reviews the employment verification documents. Keep in mind that those documents have to be reviewed in person. The I-9 can't be a purely remote process where you're looking at faxed in documents or scanned in documents. You do have to look at the originals and put your eyes on them as the company. So keep that in mind. And then finally, one thing that trips up companies a lot in the I-9 process is not using the current form of the I-9. For whatever reason, the government likes to change up the official form every couple of years. So you have to be on guard for that. One practice that I see getting companies in trouble is printing out the current I-9 and then putting into a stack of kind of orientation day packets and just pulling those out as needed. If you do that, those can get old and stale, and a new form can come out and those old forms are not changed out. So the way to make sure that you always have the current version is to go to uscis.gov, search for the I-9 form, and just print off the current one on a regular basis, or even every time you fill out an I-9. That way you'll make sure you're in compliance and protected.